Hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here to talk to you guys over a little bit of a Minecraft mod spotlight. As you guys can see, we are in the mod spotlight world, and today we're going to be talking about a pretty darn cool mod, and that is the Portal Gun mod by iChun, guys. This is a mod that I've done before. I want to do it again because you guys suggested it in the comments down below. Keep in mind, I do read the comments, I do listen to you guys, so if you guys want a specific mod, comment it down below. Another thing is, guys, before I get started, I would just like to mention two quick things. One, if you guys do like this video, if you guys want to support the channel, if you guys do think that this is a cool mod, remember to rate down below, like the video down below. It really does help me out, and it helps the channel grow. The second thing is this mod is Forge compatible, and all you require is two files to be thrown into your mods folder. The Portal Gun mod file, throw it into your mods folder, as well as the iChun utility needs to be thrown in your mods folder. Both of those files can be found at iChun's website. So once you guys get those files, install them, you should have this mod all working and stuff. Another thing is that it doesn't automatically fix any, overlapping ID tags. So if you guys are having problems with it still, try deleting some other mods that you have that add items into the game, because that might be it. So now that I've kind of said all that, let's get started right here. So first thing is first, as you guys saw there, I got my schwanky new boots. Those are the long fall boots. We'll talk about those in a moment. But first thing is first, we're going to have to talk about all these portal guns and different stuff here. So the portal guns are quite difficult to craft, but keep in mind they are a very valuable tool. They're going to have 5 pieces of iron, a diamond, 2 obsidian, and a miniature black hole. The miniature black hole is very difficult to get, considering you need a nether star. So pretty much you're limited to have one gun the entire time. I don't see you wanting to fight off a bunch of withers to try and get more of these. If you want to use this in your single player world, more likely you're going to be using this in creative maps. But anyway, it's going to be nether star with a bunch of ender pearl dust. If you guys want to know, ender pearl dust is simply you throw an ender pearl into a furnace and then it'll smelt it into 8 ender pearl dust. So then you're going to have things like the Atlas gun, which is just a default portal gun with a blue dye. The Peabody portal gun is just going to be a default portal gun with a yellow dye. You got the Bacon gun, which is a raw pork chop. All of these can shoot. They're separate portals. They don't overlap, so that will give you the ability to have way more guns. And then this is going to be the portal gun with the potatoes, or this is GLaDOS when she's in the potato. It's kind of difficult to craft. You got a bunch of, or not difficult, but just a lot of stuff. You're going to need 2 redstone repeaters, a piece of redstone, a jukebox, a dandelion, 2 redstone torches, a potato, and a button. So now that you have that, those are all the guns, and that's how they're going to work. Pretty much you're just going to throw it into your inventory. If you, left or right click, it'll shoot one portal, left click, it'll shoot the other portal, and then they link together. You can jump through it. Every time you want to shoot a portal, though, it will cost you 1 ender pearl dust. It didn't do that for me because I'm in creative mode, but if you guys are in normal mode, you will need ender pearl dust. So you might want to go to the end and kill a bunch of endermen. So the next thing is a portal spawner. These things will open and close portals for you, so more or less for map makers. But say you want to link 2 of your houses together, you guys can use these things for it. Keep in mind you will need a miniature black hole, as well as, your 2 diamond and stuff. So that is something that is quite valuable, but, it is difficult to get. The next thing is the longfall boots. Like I mentioned, longfall boots are quite expensive. You will need 2 diamond, 6 iron, and then an obsidian, and you will need 2 of these to craft these pair of boots. The next thing is going to be the weighted storage cube and the weighted companion cube. They're quite similar, seeing as the storage cube is going to look like this. You're going to need 4 stone, 4 iron, and then the companion cube will just be that if you put it next to a red rose in a crafting table bench thing. The next one is going to be the weighted storage cube vent, and then the weighted companion cube vent. It's going to simply be the same thing, but one's going to have a companion cube, one's going to have a storage cube, and then you're just going to need, your 5 iron, 2 pieces of glass, and a redstone. Same thing over here, but with a companion cube in the middle. Next thing is going to be the radio, guys. All you need is the original Valve radio loop disc, as well as 5 pieces of iron. And this is actually an item that does not work. Unfinished, do not use, so I didn't show it to you guys in this video. But it will be added later on, just like certain things like checkpoint blocks and whatnot. So you got an ender pearl, you got your glass, you got your iron, you got your blaze powder. And then now, we're getting into the cool stuff. This is all the, the more kind of neater stuff, in my opinion. Blocks are cool, but I like, energy pellet launchers and stuff. So you will need 2 pieces of gold, 4 iron, and then a redstone. For the receiver or the catcher, the thing that's going to output a redstone signal, it's going to be pretty much the same thing except for these 2 obsidian here. So you guys can see 2 obsidian instead of, the 2 iron there. And then finally, and this one's pretty cool. I do like this for like doors and stuff like that. An intelligent indicator. So this is like the little things that would, you know, light up and tell you if you completed, or if you completed that section of the puzzle. This would actually just be kind of cool to throw on a door and stuff. You got your sentry turrets, which are going to be 5 iron, piece of redstone, and then obsidian. These could be used to, you know, protect your house if you have this on a server. You have the Oracle turret, which is the I'm Different turret, and that's just special. You got the defective turret if you smelt the normal turret. You got the portal gun pedestal, which is going to be 3 iron, a redstone, and an obsidian. And you got your dust, like I already showed you, the potatoes I already showed you, and then the miniature black hole I already showed you. So now that we have all that, I'm going to show you guys what these things do. So you got the pedestal here with the, you know, gun on top. You can actually step on this pressure plate a bunch and make it turn around. You can actually make it shoot portals and stuff, which is kind of cool. As you guys can see, this is the intelligence indicator. If I flip this switch, hold on. If I flip this switch, it'll actually change. So if you just power the block that it's on indirectly, it'll work. You got the different music discs in here. So the music discs are kind of interesting to craft. What you will need to do is smelt a companion cube to get the Still Alive. If you smelt Still Alive, you will get the radio loop. And then if you put 2 Still Alives together, you will get Want You Gone. You guys can check those out. I really do like them. If you want to make the radio, if you right-click it, it'll just start the radio loop like normal. And then, let's move over here. So you got the 2 turrets here. These are both configurable in the config file. As you guys can see, I knocked it over and you get to pick it up again. I get knocked down, but I get up again. So you guys can configure the distance at which they can shoot their bolts per second, all that great stuff. Which is kind of cool. Again, this is, you know, the defected one, so I can try and knock that one down too. There we go. And yeah, so there we go. The next thing that we're going to talk about is these companion cubes. So this one is going to be the companion cube, and this one is going to be the weighted cube. If you guys see, I just flip the switch and they'll fall down. See, the main difference between these cubes over here and these cubes is the cubes dropped from these little vents thing. I can push them like dish, I can push them like dish, but if I go like this, boom, it disappears and goes. These ones I simply place down and, you know, I need to actually break them in order for them to break, if you know what I'm saying. So, and then after that, it'll just continuously keep on spawning back in. So the next thing now, in the final thing I think I'm going to show, or second final thing, is going to be the pellet launcher. So if you supply a redstone signal, it's going to launch this pellet, boom, 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 oh, and it's going to, you know, output a redstone signal, which is going to turn off this torch here. But that could be activating anything. And, yeah, so these things actually will kill you if you got in front of it and you weren't in game mode. And then now I'm going to show you guys this thing right here, and this thing I actually didn't show you guys the recipe for. It's going to be 3 pieces of iron, a redstone, 2 obsidian, and then a glass. And if I jump on it, boom! I'm going to fly all the way over here, and then you can, you know, bounce between multiple ones of them if you want. So, boom! Boom! And then you can set these up to, you know, make you fly all over the place. Now, with all that stuff said, it's been really fun showing you guys this mod Spotlight, and hopefully you guys do like it. Another final thing that I would like to show you before we go, and kind of to close this thing off, is going to be a little Easter egg. If you guys have gotten to the end of Portal, you guys might know what I'm about to do. But anyway, guys, hopefully you did enjoy. I'm the Doctor, and I'm out. Peace.